You've just entered the theater of an alien sky. If the words and images seem strange to you, there's a reason for this. Our world was once a vastly different place. To experience this won't hurt you, and there is nothing to fear. Of all the mistaken perceptions about the origins of ancient myths and symbols, it's the creation story that we've most profoundly misunderstood. The popular assumption is that the creation myths are simply wild guesses about the beginning of the universe, how the sun and moon appeared, the stars, distant planets, and a landscape inhabited by multitudes of living creatures, all leading to a culminating appearance of our primal ancestors. In truth, the creation tales describe a visible, metamorphosing formation in the sky. But the events could only be remembered through imaginative human interpretations, and over time, imagination itself would progressively obscure the original experience. Nevertheless, the sweeping impact of creation accounts on cultural history could hardly be overstated, since every ancient temple, every city, every kingdom was founded as a reenactment of the original creation story. As we bring the mythic content into a comparative study, the underlying patterns will stand out. First, the cloud of undifferentiated chaos. Then the emergence or clarification of a vast sphere called heaven when heaven was close to the earth. Then the differentiation of male and female aspects in conjunction as a central eye, heart, or soul, the primeval seed of creation. The archetypal Venus goddess was seen as the eye, but much more as well. And by this interpretation, the Martian warrior figure was the pupil of the eye. Many variations on the creation theme connect the central eye with an emerging triangular form interpreted as the visible name of the Creator himself. Then, erupting from the triangular form, a heaven-shattering explosion, remembered as the terrifying glory, a visible, reverberating shout announcing the active phases of creation. The symbols of this violent discharge converge globally, always conveying the idea of radiating fire and light, producing a sea of luminous ejecta, the primeval matter, or raw material of creation. The explosive outflow gave the appearance of protection around an invulnerable spot, the location of the warrior god, the celestial prototype of the warrior king on earth. The symbolism is universal and found its broadest expression in the radiant crown of kings. The crown signified the primeval glory, the centerpiece of creation mythology. And for the same reason it meant the conjunction or marriage of the king and the goddess. Such was the original character of the mother goddess as great star, the radiant dwelling, protectress, and crown of the warrior god. We'll follow the creation symbolism up to and through the unraveling of the planetary configuration into the complex phases of restabilization, cosmic renewal, and the departure of the gods. The events were not just seen and heard, but encoded the world over in magical practices, in kingship rites, in New Year's festivals, and yes, even in ritual sacrifice and the great wars of conquest and nationalistic expansion. But what was the role of the overarching creator figure in all of this? The paradox of a mythic creator and displaced God will be the subject of our next discourse, When Saturn Ruled the World.